was trying not to have to get in the middle of the stage. Good morning and welcome to the Creative Writing Chapel. I just have to say that I wore this shiny shirt today because all of these poets are shining stars. We have written a fairly rowdy script. So just be ready for that. And you know what? I think God's great with that. Because he came to bring us life abundantly, and part of that abundant life is joy. And I love what the poet Ruby said. He said, be sure to bring a tambourine. Don't be sad at God's festival. So I just hope their poems are amazing, the skit's amazing, and we're waiting for one poet who's going to come in that door any second, I hope. So we're welcoming the coming of Christ, and we're just celebrating the fact that one of the things that greatest gifts that God gave us is the gift of creativity. So enjoy.
Excuse me, I'm trying to read my Bible.
Your Bible? Oh, wow, I just love the Bible. Oh, there's so much poetry and beauty in it.
No, you're mistaken. There's absolutely no poetry in my Bible.
Of course, the Bible is full of poetry. God is the author of language, and Jesus is the best poet, period.
If you say so. What is someone like you doing in here anyway?
Well, it's open mic night. There's going to be music and tons of poetry.
My word, I hope it won't be too loud. I'm trying to read my devotions. Why would a Christian coffee shop be named Uncommon Ground? I do not know, I'm sure. It should be called Holy Ground. Of course, you young people wouldn't know these days. No sense of decorum. Say what you will, my dear true Bible is too holy to have poetry in it.
You know, the truth is, there's a lot of truth in poetry, and there's a lot of poetry in the Bible.
Yeah, I dig poetry. It's like a really dope language of the universe.
Poets speak about truth in their work. Their words speak truth about what it is to be human.
Well, I don't know what bookstore you shop in, sir, but in my bookstore, they sell poetry in a section called fiction. Poets, they just make stuff up off the top of their heads.
Hey, that is so not true. They don't just make it up off the top of their heads. They get so much inspiration from me, their muse.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know reading my Bible is one way for me to worship God, especially at a time like Christmas.
God's totally cool with it.
Poets write praise poems, even poems about Christmas. They love to be inspired.
Oh yes, they love me. They love my inspiration.
No, Amity. Sure, the Greeks were really fond of you, but now people, honor God by actually being good poets.
So many poems are sad, though. That can't be very Christian.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
Okay, yeah, it's true. Sometimes I sit in a dark room and I've just watched a scary movie, and I hear all these sounds and I exaggerate everything that I'm hearing, and I get all psyched out and I get scared and I don't have my flashlight and I make them write sad poetry, okay? I'm sorry.
Hey Ivy, can we get some coffee over here?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take mine black. Yeah, put sugar in hers, and can you just not mess it up this time?
Maybe I should get a list of drip coffee. And for you, maybe coffee romantic with Romano?
Anyway, the truth is, sometimes people are sad, okay? And sadness is an honest emotion.
Yeah, they can have a lot of sad emotions, and they just are really able to put it into poetry thanks to all the great lines that come straight from me
cliches never helped anyone.
Me too. You're gonna see one of my poets right now.
Hi, my name is Ivy Catledge, and I'll be reading my poem Strip Running. The title takes off my shoes and socks, syllables loosen my buttons. The rhythm I write sounds like a zipper. Every stanza takes off another article of clothing. I stand naked in my words, chilled by the silence in the room.
My goodness, did she say syllables loosen her buttons? What's that even mean?
It's called a hyperbole. Figures of speech are my specialty. Similes, metaphors, hyperboles. Oh, I just love hyperboles. More than the stars in the sky, more than the fish in the sea, more than
Okay, Emily, we get the point.
Well, I'm glad my dear Bible doesn't have any hyperboles in it.
Wait, the truth is, Nicole, the Bible is filled with hyperboles. Okay? Just look at Matthew 5:29. Okay?
If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away.
Ivy is really talking about how writing makes you vulnerable.
I dig that like digging up sweet potatoes in November.
Sweetie, I might need help with your metaphors.
But she said syllables loosen her buttons. Why can't she write something that rhymes, like twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are?
Oh. No, like, calm down, Nicole. Like, Ivy was speaking truth. Okay? Like, I hate it when people write fake poetry. Okay?
Hi, my name is Travis Schultz, and I'm going to be reading my poem, I Hate Writing Poetry. Did you know that soul is a cliche in poetry? Dad's face is called Thai food. The heck? I'm losing our game of risk. And why does everyone write about souls and knuckle pops? Have neither of us shaved for a week? I don't know. Maybe that's why it's a cliche. He laughs. Isn't all poetry just emotional teenagers trying to validate their feelings? Yeah. Why isn't that a cliche? I shrug. There's no more beer. That's when I make my move. What do you write about? He knows I made a mistake. Whatever gets me an A. Dad checks his Facebook page with 20,000 followers. I wish my face was smooth. So you don't write about your soul? Exactly.
Okay, I cannot take credit for that one. Surely he doesn't really hate poetry, does he?
I hate any poem that mentions beer.
I sure don't.
He certainly is playing with the game of risk with language like that.
Oh man, if you think that's bad, you should come hang out in the boys' locker room after the big game.
I think his father should have taught him better.
Fathers can be good teachers. I know some people that wrote some poems about that. I think they're here.
Hi, I'm Riley Wilcox, and I'll be reading Lessons from Dad. Learn constantly. Put yourself in their shoes. There's no harm in asking. I thought you were tough. I am tough, Dad. That's just a big spider. Turn the lights off in the bathroom. Don't decide emotionally. Video games will melt your brain. How many girls wake up at 7 a.m. to crack open lawnmowers? The well-rested, Dad. Apologize first. Read, read, read. Dino-shaped pancakes taste the best. The only man you need in your life is me and Jesus. Yeah, Dad, I can't marry you and Jesus.
Can't marry Jesus? Well, I should say not.
Video games don't melt your brain. They're laid back, man.
Lessons from Dad, sure, but you know who taught her poetry.
Yeah, sometimes I like to say, my coach is like my dad. I'm my big daddy with the whistle around his neck.
I wish
wish I had a rope around my neck when I take your guys' orders.
But it's almost Christmas. Why aren't there any poems about Christmas?
Well, actually, I wrote a poem that happens to have a Christmas reference in it. Is that enough for you? Heliophyre. Sometimes I think about eating light. I think a sunset would taste like one of those dark chocolate oranges that I find in my stocking every Christmas. A campfire would taste like a piping hot cup of champurrado with extra cinnamon that my friend's abuelita would make for all of our sleepovers. And an old Edison light bulb, that would taste like a smoke-infused honey lavender latte that my favorite barista guilted me into trying. Movie projectors would taste like biting off both ends of a red vine licorice and using it as a straw for my Monster Energy drink. Moonlight would taste like the spoonfuls of double-fudged chocolate ice cream that me and my brother would sneak out of the freezer at night. My friends did it again. My friends think that it's weird that I think about things like this, but I think I'm probably just hungry.
Hallelujah. You're a pagan, but at least you know something about Christmas.
Hey, did you think your patrons were using guilt to her? I never do that.
Yeah, red vine licorice. I think that's my favorite cure for the munchies.
You know, like, does she really say sleepovers? Like, I'm starting to feel like I'm at a slumber party, not like an actual poetry reading.
Hey, play nice or I'll put a spell on you with my feather.
Anyone else have a Christmas poem?
I believe they do.
But no more slumber party references.
Hi, my name is Hannah Henderson, and I'll be reading my poem, Halos. I shake a dusting of sprinkles on the table and make a circle with my finger. This is the Advent wreath, I say to no one. This is the nimbus encircling baby Jesus' head, the glimmer of Bethlehem's star. This is the wax at the base of purple candles, in the sleek surface of the unlit pink, I say to the ghost of Christmas. The candlelit spirit, the jolly giant with a fur-lined robe, my doomsday wrapped in black cloths, my future grave. The ornaments that cling to pine branches, and the bells on the mantle. This is the circle of a Christmas cookie, I say to the lights on the tree, to the snowflakes that fall outside the window. This is the halo I just invented, to repeat this time every year, I say, touching my finger to my tongue.
Advent, Bethlehem Star, Baby Jesus. I loved it.
That gothic line, doomsday wrapped in black cloth, really gets me, describes my soul.
I once had a coach that tucked his finger to his tongue whenever he wanted me to steal second at base. Oh, hey, Christian. What are you going to do for Christmas?
I don't know at this point. Probably just chill out, sit around with my family and relax.
Well, did you know that football games start at 9 a.m. on Christmas? My dad and brothers and I all cheer for the home team while all the little women are making dinner in the kitchen.
Who are you calling little women? What century are you living in?
What century? I've lived in so many. Which one do you want to hear about?
You are so weird.
Some of my friends are going home for Christmas.
Hey, I know another poem about that.
A Marine's Christmas by Lily Shaver. When she arrives, will the cats remember? When music is whisked into the crisp breeze, will she be there? The wood stove will garner coveted warmth. There will be snow on the ground and smoke from the chimneys circling the treetops. When I see her, a wandering falcon, I will reach out to her. She may land, she may not.
I bet that one made you happy, Alyssa. All about Holly Jolly Christmas.
Well, I didn't understand the wandering falcon part.
It's called a really good trip.
No, that's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor inspired by you-know-who.
Well, I'm sure my sweet Bible doesn't have any metaphors.
Dang it, I wish it had sports metaphors. That would be sweet.
Yeah, the Bible does have metaphors. Jesus is called the Lion of Judah. Metaphors are everywhere in the Bible.
Yeah, even I know Jesus is called the Lamb of God.
Lambs, you just gotta love them. There's something about lambs and Christmas that just kind of go together, don't you think? Anyone have a poem about a lamb out there?
My name is Stacey Gertis, and I'm reading a poem, Morning Star. Bottle filled just before dawn, then parked at the fence. Use upon use, call and coo, but I see that patch, a white blot upon your brow. I hear you, ba-ba, your fluffy dark head bobs up. You want the bottle. Come on, breakfast time, I call. You know, but they're all tall. So I open the gate. They are all wary and take a step back from me. All except for you. I have your morning bottle. So you skip to me. Ba-ba, you say, jumping up. And of course I smile. Good morning, star, I call back.
Finally, a poem about black sheep.
The Rams are doing pretty good.
We always get slammed in the morning.
I don't know. Mornings are groovy. That's when I remember my dreams. Like this one I have of flying. I actually wrote a poem about that.
We wrote a poem about that, dear.
Hi, my name is Christian Phillips, and I'm going to read a poem called Requiem for a Break. I want to learn how to fly. Not in a plane. I mean fly, I pray every night for wings, or magic, or superpowers. I'm not picky, just something that can make me fly, float, levitate, or otherwise lift off. I want to see the world from at least 2 feet higher than I do now. And I want to eat as much dairy as possible without fear of retribution. I want to ask her out to dinner, but I can't. Probably because I can't fly. And I feel at this point that flying is more achievable. I feel like I'm just a penguin, like a bird who should fly, but definitely didn't get the memo. Instead, all I do is slide around, make stupid noises, and waddle. But if I were a penguin, that would mean that she doesn't like penguins. Then things really wouldn't work out. But whatever.
Oh man, so many football teams can fly. The Philadelphia Eagles, the Seattle Seahawks.
Hey, Keelan, he's not talking about sports. Why is everything a sports reference with you? Get your head in the game, man.
Dear Christian, I can help your words take flight.
What in the world do penguins have to do with flying and football? I'm confused.
Did you say you wanted to ask her out to dinner? Well, maybe you should give it a shot.
I love poems that reach for the sky, as long as they don't reach too high, like my sweet boy Icarus did all those years ago.
That's a myth, and myths aren't real.
Yeah, I guess myths are kind of silly. They aren't real life like sports. I actually wrote a poem about just how silly myths are. About your boy Icarus in particular.
I'm Keelan Cienfuegos, and I'm reading a poem called Beeswax Drips.
You silly, silly boy. You must be so disappointed in me. But who am I to judge? I'm just a simple, bipedal man with no goals above my head, no wings of my own, and certainly not the same amount of optimism. But part of me wonders if you regret it, the last moments of your life full of confusion and frustration, or maybe you were proud. Maybe you take pride in the accomplishment of your failure. After all, who am I to judge? I'm just a simple, bipedal man who has never touched the sun.
Icarus wasn't a silly boy. He was an artist who stretched his wings.
That line about how our lives are full of confusion and frustration, we're really connected to that.
Yeah, dude, I feel you. Not having wings is a huge bummer.
You can't touch the sun, but we've got hot coffee. Anyone want to fill up?
Keelan, you might be a simple bipedal man, but I certainly am not. Are you all you pagans or something?
No, Nicole, we're educated.
Yes, educated people love myths because they reveal the truest truths. Any more poems about Icarus?
Icarian Sea by Emily Dahl. The cold struck his face, like the disappointment of his father. The wind tugged at him. It did not stop his fall. It did not slow his descent. Long after the sea claimed him, he still falls. He is always falling. He never stopped.
Ah, yeah. He still falls, always falling. I like my sense of humor.
But each year we celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is about hope, man. Cheer up.
Don't touch me.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Christmas is wonderful.
Except for when the home team loses the big game.
Oh, who cares? Christmas is an amazing time of year. Even I can't compete with how inspiring it is.
But what about all the broken-hearted people, okay? Like, it's great to welcome a Marine home for Christmas, but what if there's no home to come back to, okay? What if she has to move around a lot?
Yeah, Travis does have a point. I've inspired poems about that very subject. Here's one.
Hi, my name is Hannah Ames, and I'm going to be reading The Process of Knowing. 1. My parents are talking quietly tonight. Hushed conversation in the living room. 2. Dad's been on the computer more often, scrolling through things we can't see. 3. I count the days on the calendar and realize we've been here too long. 4. My stuff is in boxes.
Oh, that was such a brave, honest poem.
Not for me. I just read my Bible and know everything I need to know.
When my parents got divorced, I turned to sports. They helped me escape the house every chance I got.
I've had some close escapes in my time. I know poems about escape. I think Taylor has one here tonight.
My name is Taylor Preston, and I'll be reading The Sliding Back Door. Releasing the handle and taking 2 steps forward. I'm on the 8 by 8 foot slab of cement that sits directly in the middle of my backyard. 11 steps forward. I'm a mermaid in the shallow end of the pool. 23 steps left. I'm surrounded by the fruit trees I pretended was my only source of nourishment. This metal frame and glass door was an escape for me, like beach sand creeping back into the ocean, like an arrow being released towards its target, like the breath being drawn from a newborn. All an escape, just by a couple steps being taken forward through the sliding back door.
Oh, like an arrow released toward its target. Hey, did I ever tell you about that one time that I got a gold medal in archery?
And Taylor wants to escape. She could work in the community garden. That always helps me.
I think a lot of people have ears too.
Well, I'm sure that's not me.
That line, beach sand creeping back into the ocean, so apocalyptic.
The best escape is poetry. I've inspired some amazing escapes with my words.
Oh, and camping is another cool escape. Just you, emotions, trees.
Believe it or not, I've even inspired poems about camping.
Raccoon Tango. January air gnawed at our skin and moldy tent. You girls can use my fire. I'm not a pervert. Chicken apple sausage popped above our open flames. Smoke invaded our open tent and tried to touch the stars. Leaves clapped nearby. Mo ignited her Inspector Gadget headlamp. Two glowing eyes challenged us from inside the tent. Sticks and screams sent the striped tails scurrying up a tree. Now watched from above, we wondered if the pervert's fire was still open.
Perverts? Oh my word.
Well, camping is usually a great escape.
Those kids should have gone to sports camp.
Hey, did you hear all those amazing verbs that I gave her? Nod, invaded, scurry. Oh, I just love the word scurry.
Well,
Don't you?
I don't camp, I'm sure. I like civilization.
I like it at my house too. I've got really great neighbors.
Who would think that I could even inspire a poem about neighbors? But I didn't.
I will say, she looked a lot like my little sister.
Hi, my name is Nicole. And I wrote a poem called Giraffe Dogs Make Good Neighbors. A disembodied scream fills the air, and I chuckle in response, knowing it's summer. My neighbors have decided to appear. There's no other way but to call them giraffe dogs. Sometimes I shout a greeting at them when I'm walking up the driveway. They hear me but don't respond. It's like trying to step in a frozen puddle. I'd love to greet them and laugh, jumping the fence and petting their silly manes, which makes them look like poodles. After all, alpacas aren't the ones that spit at you.
They're like pygmy giraffes with like eternal bedhead.
Yeah, I like the frozen puddle analogy.
I will say, she looked a lot like my little sister.
And I love my little sister. And I love tie-dye. And I love
And
vegan
I
cheese.
love poems about love. Here's one now.
Hi, I'm Melissa Davis, and this is my poem, Even More Than You. The day was full of white light, but the moments were empty space. We were in such a quiet place, just barely in view of the waves. Do you remember the coastline that day? I think I do, but I mostly remember the way the grass smelled paired with your voice, and the way my shirt wrinkled in view of the clouds. You said it's fun to see things like you, but I wasn't listening, because the way the sky moves is the only thing that always catches my attention, even more than you.
The white light reference reminds me of nihilism and how everything is slowly heading towards death. That's really comforting to me.
This poem is about paying attention. That's what I help poets with. You can't be a good poet if you don't pay attention.
I pay attention at the sports games. My concentration is undivided when my team takes the field.
But you can't be a good Christian if you don't pay attention to Christmas and other happy things.
Well, not everyone in this world is happy, you know. People love to make themselves unhappy with horrible habits.
Oh, and I've inspired so many poems about bad habits. Here's one. Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Kendall, and I'll be reading Bad Habit Anthem. This is what I do when I'm lazy. Barter with those stiff, curled silver fingers called time. It presses snooze for me. The arthritis, like flaky calcium buildup on a tooth, almost snaps one digit in half. This is what I do when I'm bored. Hoard a list of potential activities and hide them from the muscular beast called inspiration as he peeks in my window. None of them have passed its inspection. Bright yellow eyes burn cigarette-sized holes in each one. Only 2 minutes have passed. This is what I do when I procrastinate. Say that I'm not, and continue to feed the lie called priorities under the table. It snaps at my wrist when I slice open my textbook, and purrs when I clean my room 3 times. I'm told to throw them out, but I can't let them die.
Cigarette-sized holes? Cool metaphor, dude.
You know, she needs to join a sports team. If there's one thing sports teach, it's discipline.
Nah, bro, she just needs to chill out. Save some turtles.
She needs to read her Bible.
She needs a decaf latte.
I always want my coffee black.
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to cheer you up? To inspire you?
No. I'm just being real. Even at Christmas time, people aren't perfect. Even then, they need forgiveness.
Hi, my name is Samara Shaw, and this is my poem called Absolution. Forgiveness is not a fortress. It is where we go after the longing, where you sift through the first pieces of rubble, shouts of civilians heard below the surface, waiting to breathe, limbs broken, knees blue, enemies become brothers for the common good, weak from war. It is not where you hide, it is how to be found.
Those last two lines, it's not where you hide, it's how to be found. Got profound paradox.
My goodness, that was a violent poem. Limbs broken, knees blued.
Oh, you want limbs broken and knees blued? You should watch some rugby.
Where do you go after the bombing? Man, peace out, man. Peace, not war, man.
But it's Advent, so let's talk about Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Okay, Jesus had to come because of our sin, not because we were good, Alyssa.
Oh yes, my poets know all about darkness and trials. Life is taught them that.
Hi, my name is Jillian Modonai, and I'm going to be reading Before Blindness Catches Me. Halfway there, no room for mistakes. My anxious pulse, a race car. May I first sight read through my favorite music books, the Big Book of Disney Songs, the Alan Gazzuti Trumpet Method Book Part 3, and conquer my fear of driving before I am tagged by black. I don't want to be a sad-eyed angel. I was born with a missing piece. Oh, please, don't let the darkness rankle me.
Yeah, the darkness.
Well, I love that metaphor about how her heart was like a pulse of a race car.
Oh, you want to talk about race cars? One time at the Daytona 500,
dude. I don't want her to be a sad-eyed angel. Jeez.
Well, I'm still waiting for a poem about hope.
Jeez, would a poem about a mountain suffice?
Well, I guess so. There is a wonderful Christmas song, Go Tell It on the Mountain.
That's a different mountain. Give a listen.
Hi, I'm Casey, and I'm on the summit. See that mountain? I am her. Some admire from a distance, others dread the height. Some meet me at my base and decide that is as far as they will go, but they will never know the beauty I hold. Some make the journey to see me at my peak, at my summit, to look out on a beautiful world they wouldn't have known without me. I may be rough and rocky at my cliffs, but my perspective is unmatched. I have tasted the clouds, felt the rugged heels of man, yet I still stand taller than them.
Yes, man. Climbing high, flying high. I'll take any word, or I take any poem with the word high in it.
Was that mountain in the Bible? I think she's referring to Mount Ararat.
You mean the flood?
The only flood in that poem is the flood of my inspiration.
Yeah.
But we're celebrating the flood of God's love during this season. Let's sing that Christmas song with the mountain in it. You know that one.
We're going to sing Go Tell It on the Mountain in a second, but I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful skit. I just wanted to say a special thank you to Alyssa, who was Nicole in the play, and also apologize to Jillian Magnai, whose name got left off of the program with her wonderful poem, so sorry about that. But I hope, let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, bye. You want to stand and we're going to sing this song? Okay, I don't know if you have the lyrics, but we'll start with the chorus. That's Go Tell It on the Mountain.